Welcome to WØLF News, I'm Sheryll Gardner. Today we are looking at a story from Vondelpark where reports of an extremely dangerous cyclist were called in at 5:32 by terrified local residents. Within 5 minutes of the first reports, Paco Unit Epsilon Pi arrived at the scene, where they quickly neutralized the offender and confiscated the weapon. We have a video of the events here captured by a brave bystander.
Stop right there! Free! Stop resisting!
The aggressor was 13-year-old Jacob Hoffman, who we can see carelessly riding a three-wheeled bicycle variant straight for innocent bystanders with the intent of killing or seriously injuring them. Authorities are still unsure of how he obtained it and are searching the classrooms of Overtombs Middle School for other tricycles. An investigation into the potential dealer, Mrs. Adams, has resulted in the detainment of 3 possible accomplices or informants. We'll provide more information as the case progresses. David, how can this happen? I mean, how can a child gain access and, quite frankly, want to use such a dangerous vehicle?
Well, Sheryll, it's quite simple. Teenage boys always do dangerous things with no forethought of the consequences their actions might have. My 2 boys, God bless their souls, do dangerous things all the time, but they would never even think about touching a bicycle. Clearly, someone offered him a ride on the tricycle, and being the curious teen that he was, he accepted without thinking that he could cause harm.
David, would you say that this is something parents should worry about?
Absolutely not, Sheryll. The parents of the offender are both convicted felons themselves with a history of criminal charges, so naturally they raised him to be no better than they are. 3 years ago, he was caught shoplifting, and he's probably been shoplifting since he was 5. I bet his parents desperately put anything they could in his diapers just for the thrill of stealing.
If I might add on to this, David, there are several actual people who are scrambling to defend the culprit and are frantically saying that the force the officers used was unnecessary.
Let me tell you, Bob, it was absolutely necessary. You wouldn't give a serial killer 2 minutes in timeout and a pat on the head. This is no different.
I think the point they're trying to make is that it was just excessive.
As I was saying, Bob, the people who believe that are essentially jeopardizing the security of our nation. We have a whole police force dedicated to protecting the security of our country against cyclical threats. And these radical conspiracists are attempting to undermine the patriotic work for nothing more than attention.
That's a good point you brought up, David. I think people don't realize how much risk Paco officers face every day and how well they do their job so that we can live free. They have to stand up against people threatening our safety, like the aggressor we saw today.
If you thought 2 wheels was bad enough, he was already playing with tricycles. What's next? 5-year-olds robbing banks, toddlers committing arson, babies committing armed robbery.
Exactly, Sheryll. Without Paco, we wouldn't be here. They take down domestic terrorists like Jacob before he could hurt anyone.
But Jacob was a 13-year-old. Surely he couldn't have been on a path to domestic terrorism for riding a tricycle.
We'll be right back with shocking new headlines right after a short ad break. Welcome back to WØLF News. We have a question from an anonymous viewer. David, would you like to read it?
Yes, I would, Sheryll. They ask, with bicycles out of the question, how am I supposed to get around the narrow streets of Amsterdam efficiently? Well, we have an answer for you.
Yes, David, as Volkswagen has just released their all-new, ultra-compact SUV, the VW Alley.
I heard it's extremely roomy despite its 4 feet of width, and that it has 40 miles per gallon mileage.
We've just gotten word that Volkswagen is doing a pre-order event right now on their website. And you can buy one right now. All you need to do is go to the link on the screen, fill in your information, and in exactly 2 years from now, they will begin the manufacturing process.
Well, it appears our time is up. We will catch you tomorrow at 6 p.m. This has been WØLF News.